work. I have a few folks that mentioned that they're at work, so they can't get on. So we're going to record this and send it to them, right? So here's the situation, guys. The reason why I wanted to do this meeting is because of this. You guys know that with Powur, the opportunity is crazy, okay? I'm going to paint the vision.
You went mute.
Can you guys hear me now? By the way, Sam, text Fidel to get on the Zoom. Tell him that I couldn't answer him right now because I'm on the Zoom. Fidel is a guy from Northern California, has his own dealer. He's moving 100% of his sales team and all his sales to Powur. This thing is blowing up. It's going bananas. So here's the deal. I'm going to paint the vision for a couple of minutes, then I'm going to tell you the reason why we're on here. Powur already has people making yearly income on a monthly basis, and this is just a beginning. It's already got people making yearly income on a monthly basis residually, without mentor sales, without personal sales. That is, we're about 2 years into this comp plan. When we're 3 years and 4 years into the comp plan, there's going to be people making outrageous amounts of money on a monthly basis with Powur. And I believe that the stock is going to be a very, very impressive stock, and I'm very stoked to own a bunch of stock and to continue to own more and more stock. So how many people on here, by the way, if you are able to turn on your camera, please turn on your camera. This is very important. And while you guys are turning on your camera, if you're able to turn it on, please turn it on. Here's the deal. I want to recognize somebody here real quick. David Perez, okay, he already knocked out his 3 mentor sales. He's on 100% commission. He just had his first 2 sale day. 2 sales in 1 day. You guys do the math. If the average commission is 7 G's, that's a pretty good month in 1 day. All right. And the guy never sold solar before. He came from the home security business. He's a personal direct of mine. Very excited for him. Congratulations, David. So here's the thing. Success leaves clues. Let me recognize some of the top consultants in this company. Anthony Bonilla on our team. David Perez, right? Mr. Lorenzo Jaimes, who's a mentor, 7-year veteran in the industry, right? Marco Cervantes, absolute killer professional in sales and in solar, okay? And the list goes on. Rafael Palomino is crushing it out in Northern California. Robert Hollis just got started. This guy just hit mentor. 2 months into the business, he hit mentor. What do these people have in common, guys? How many people would like to get recognized because you're crushing it in the business? By a show of hands. Show me your hands if you will. Okay, good. A lot of you. You know what these guys and girls have in common? Here's what they've got in common. They are all going to be on this weekend's convention at Force of Nature. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, 8 hours each day. If you want to learn the solar business, if you want to learn the Powur energy solar business, if you want to earn that type of income, there's people here that you want to do it because you're passionate. There's people here that you want to do it because your family needs help. There's people here that you want to do it to prove somebody wrong. There's people here that want to do it because you're in debt. There's people here that want to do it, make it happen because COVID took a big impact on their business and their income, or whatever the case may be. Whatever your reason is, okay, this weekend's convention, I highly, highly recommend, if you are serious about this business, to be at that event. For those of you guys, whatever your reason is to want to make Powur work for you, here's what I will tell you. The only reason to not make it to this convention is if you got to go to a funeral and you're the person in the box. Outside of that, you should be at this convention. I got somebody that tells me, and here's some good news, by the way. I got somebody that tells me, JC, I don't have $149. I can't afford it. I can't afford $149. Here's what I said. You can't afford not to pay $149 to be at this event. Because, and here's the thing, you could get in for $35, and I'm going to show you how in case you don't know how. This event, every top earner, Anthony Bonilla, I want you to unmute yourself. Robert Hollis, Lewis, I want you to unmute yourself. Lorenzo, I want you to unmute yourself. Okay, guys? Joe Darling is an absolute champion in the solar industry as well. Okay? I'm going to ask these guys, David Perez as well. Okay, Marvin is crushing it. You were just knocking on doors earlier today. Gentlemen, I want you to unmute yourselves. My question to you is this: are you going to be at Force of Nature?
100%. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. No doubt. No doubt.
so guys, I had a guy call me. He's already done 3 mentor deals on my team. I won't mention his name. I love this guy to death. He calls me and he says, "Hey, JC, what's up?" And I said, "Everything, baby. Everything is up. Life is good. Blessed and highly favored." He says, "Man, I know everything is good with you, man." He says, "Not so much with me." I said, "Why not? What do you mean?" "Well, I close a couple deals and stuff, but I have a lot of bills." And he's doing it part-time, right? I said, "Well, my brother," I mentioned his name, right? I won't mention his name here. I said, "Here's the thing though. Business-wise, things are going great. Luckily, we're in good health, which is the most important. But here's the thing. Would you like to get to the point where I'm at?" He says, "Yes." Let me tell you the difference between us is, when I got started in the business, for about 3 solid months, I didn't get out of the field door knocking. I was recruiting during the day, knocking at night. And I got a lot more rejection, a lot more, I got stood up a lot more. I got a lot more doors closed, you know what I mean? I got a lot more empty promises, but that is the difference. And I didn't let my foot off the gas. So if you add up the amount of hours that you put into the business versus me, it's a significant difference. That's why. So there's an old saying, find somebody that has what you want, do what they do, and you'll get what they got. So the reason why I mention these people here is because these people that I just mentioned, they're crushing it, and they're going to continue to crush it. And there's one thing they have in common. They're going to be at Force of Nature. Here's the thing. If Force of Nature was in Arizona, if it was in Vegas, if it was in Florida, you know what I'd be telling you? Buy your ticket, buy your plane ticket, get your hotel room, buy the convention ticket of $149, and I'll see you in Florida if you're serious about your dream. So let's say, for example, somebody tells me, I ask them, why are you doing the business? My wife and kids. Another person tells me, my parents. Another person tells me, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got too much debt. Whatever that reason is, okay, that is a reason why you should be at that business, at that event. Guess what? You don't have to buy a plane ticket. You don't have to buy a hotel room. All you got to do is pay $149 and plant yourself in front of that computer and take copious notes. And I say plant yourself because plants don't move, right? If you got to call in sick, because guess what? One day, this Friday, call in sick. In 2 months, you could call in good. You know what? Do you know what I'm talking about? Here's what I'm talking about. 2 months from now, you can call your boss and say, hey, man, I'm not coming in today. I feel good. Your boss is going to say, you're not coming in because you feel good. That's right. I just don't feel like coming in. I'm not sick. I don't want to lie. God is watching. I just don't want to come in because I feel good. I want to go out with my family. Does that make sense, guys? There's some of you guys here that the next 60 to 90 days will be walking in and firing your boss. For those of you guys that have a job, right? You're going to be able to call in feeling well. So guess what? But it starts with you calling in and being sick on Friday and make it to that event. Now, this is not for everybody. If you are somebody that you're doing the Powur business part-time, and your ambition is to do it part-time, you have a job or you're comfortable where you're at and you don't necessarily want to go anymore, you simply want to make some extra part-time money, congratulations. We have a place for you here in Powur. So I'm not saying that this here is for everybody. Maybe you got to go to work Friday and you just want to close 1 or 2 or 3 deals a year and you're happy with that. Kudos to you. If that's you, I respect that 100%. I want that to be very clear. However, there are people on our team, you want more out of life, you want more out of the business. You see that this is the gold rush industry for the next decade or 2. You got to gold rush. Here's what happens. Sometimes in the gold rush, right, sometimes opportunity presents itself and we show people, check this out. We got to break that wall. There's a bunch of gold behind that wall. We'll split it 50-50. Go buy your tools. They're $149. And there's some people that are complaining about spending $149 on the tools to break that wall with gold on the other side. Does that make sense, guys? Those people, this is probably not for. But we do trainings throughout the week. We do Powur Hour on Fridays for an hour. We do this other one, for an hour. But guess what? This is 8 hours on Friday, 8 hours on Saturday. There's announcements going to be made, and $1 million training is going to be done. This Zoom specifically is made to let you know about the urgency. Mark my words, 1 year from now, you'll see people here. Look at the names on here. There's people here that are brand new or just getting started, that 1 year from now, they're going to need some binoculars to look back at where they used to be in 2021. Okay, because they're going to build a team. They're going to learn. How many people want to build a bigger team? You want me to give you a clue on how to build a bigger team? Get better at solar. Because guess what? If you close more sales, your confidence goes up, your experience go up, your skills go up, your belief goes up, and everyone you're compounding. If your income goes up, guess what? Your confidence goes up. Then you stack on top of confidence, belief goes up. You stack on top of belief, skills go up. Does that make sense? So when you're talking to recruiting people, you got a lot more swag. You certainly don't have commission bread. Does that make sense? So getting good at the business, in order for you to earn from the solar business, you've got to, we know this, you've got to learn. Isn't it interesting that in the word learn, there's a word inside of it, which is earn, right? The word earn is inside of the word learn. This weekend, you're going to learn. You're going to be 6 months ahead. Whoever shows up to this weekend's training is going to be literally 6 months ahead of the people that did not show up to this training. So I am telling you, mark my words, in a power hour in the future, you're going to hear somebody give a testimonial thanking me or thanking their leadership for pushing them to get to this event because it changed their life. I've already got people on this call, you guys have heard, that literally said to me, JC, I used to have suicidal thoughts how bad I was doing. This business literally saved my life. My family and I got out of the debt that we were in. I have time to spend with my family. That is real. So guys, my encouragement would be, make sure that you make it to this weekend's event. I know that some, and we've been mentioning, by the way, here's the deal, guys. We've been mentioning this on the calls. I recommend Mondays, 9 a.m., put it on your calendar. Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time, put them on your calendar. Don't miss those events, okay? I know some of you guys on here, Rafael, David, Anthony Bonilla, I mean, a bunch of you guys, Robert Hollis, I could just go on and on. You guys are seriously gonna be here long term, long haul. Who are the other people that wanna go out there and make it happen? So I encourage you guys, get your tickets. So here's how you do it. If you log on to your back office, you'll be prompted to register, and you have two choices. Choice number one, you could pay $149 for this weekend's event. Totally worth it. Choice number two, you pay $35. Would you rather pay $149 or would you rather pay $35? $35. There's a catch. The $35 is a monthly fee for the company's training subscription. Okay, so the company's going to do a convention, I believe it's every month or every other month. When you're on the $35 monthly subscription, you have access to these conventions every time they do them for free. It's included, right? So guess what? $35 goes into $150 about 6 times, if I'm not mistaken, right? So literally, if you're on the $35 monthly, guess what? You can cancel anytime. Let's say you pay $35, sign up for the subscription, make it to the event, you realize it wasn't for you, cancel it. The event costs you $35. Why does a company do that? A company does that because they're so confident that you're going to get value from this training. Worst case scenario, training was no good for you. The business is no good for you. God bless you with whatever you decide to do. You can cancel the subscription. No harm, no foul, right? Or you can pay $149 for the convention one time and attend the training. But I would recommend make it to this training. Even if you could only log on for 4 hours on Friday and 4 hours on Saturday, or any combination, do it. Get the training. Because team, I've seen this happen before. This company we're a 7-year-old company. We're the best kept secret in direct sales. We just had the VP, he's here in California. We had an event 2 days ago, packed out event. You guys didn't see it, we had 50 people in that restaurant. Bunch of people signed up, new sales got made. Now we're gonna start ramping up with these events. The VP mentioned solar is the beginning. We're gonna add other things on top of solar that we're gonna offer people. The future looks very bright. I'm very excited. The stock options aren't going to be there forever to earn. And lastly, I'll close out with this. Most of you guys have been on here. You guys have heard me say this. eXp Realty, we are the solar version of eXp Realty. I've got personal contacts of mine that are worth over $100 million that when I met them in 2014, they were not a millionaire. Now they make over $250,000 a month and they're worth over 100. Another guy's worth over 200 million bucks. Why? Because he got started with eXp when it was brand new the way Powur is. And he started earning a bunch of free options. That stock went from pennies to $170. And then it split. So right now it's about 70 or 80 bucks because it split. That means the double amount of shares got released, right? I believe beyond the shadow of a doubt that we're going to have stories like that with Powur. And I'm letting you know, God is my witness. I'm telling you this out of love for those of you guys that want a career in the solar industry, for those of you guys that want to do something special with Powur, for those of you, I'm telling you with a lot of love. My recommendation, be at this event this weekend. No questions asked. If you could only make it Saturday, then make it Saturday. It's still worth it. Pay 35 or pay 149. Make it on this weekend's training. Do the arrangements that have to get done, and make sure. And it's virtual. Wherever you're at right now, you could, if you have Wi-Fi and you have a device with Wi-Fi, you could be at the convention. You don't have to fly anywhere. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to the day that we're going to go back to conventions in person. Right now, it's virtual. So that would be my recommendation. With that being said, I'm going to stop the recording. Any questions you guys have, I'm going to stick around a few minutes for you guys to ask me any questions that you may have. And I want to keep my promise that this call wasn't going to be that long.